Out there, and ever since the Mega Marshalls opened, there is a chance to decorate for less, but what are you supposed to do? We have Anne-Marie Stonecypher from AMS Interior Decor here to tell us about the 5 things you shouldn't do, the biggest decorating mistakes that we fall into. And the first one you say is, we tend to push everything out of the way up against the wall with our furniture, create space in the middle.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, a lot of people do this. I think they get confused. Where do I put my furniture? And they put it all against the wall, like they do in the funeral homes. And we don't want the funeral home look.
No.
What you want to do is you want to not leave a big cold spot in the middle, and you want to make it easy to conversate, because part of what we do in our homes is conversate and entertain. And if the furniture's all against the wall, sometimes you feel like you're shouting across the room just to have a conversation. So what you want to do, and I did bring a graphics to show this, is you want to pull things off the wall.
Well, let's take a look at the picture of the family room that you brought along. I think why people do this is you're trying to maximize the space in your home. And don't you think so? You're just so tempted to, okay, there's a corner, couch, love seat.
Right.
But and here's an example of how you really can pull it out from the corner.
Yes. Oh, this is a good picture.
Yeah, and this is one of my clients' homes that I did, and what we did was we pulled the big sectional off the wall, and then one of the chairs is off the wall, and what that does is it makes a really nice room to conversate and entertain in. Plus, it's still centered around the very large entertainment center, so you can watch TV too. But if everything was against the wall, imagine the center of that room just being like a big open arena. It just wouldn't be warm.
Kitty corner stuff.
Yeah, I like
Don't
that.
worry, bring it out to the middle, bring it out. And it actually makes the space more, it doesn't make it feel any smaller, I have to tell you, I agree.
Do you need a focal point, though, when you do something like
You
this?
should kind of orient it around a focal point, whether it be a fireplace or a large entertainment unit or something. There is. He knows. This guy knows stuff.
Let me tell you, come on.
Well, his mom was an interior designer.
Well, at that time when they were called interior decorators. Now, everything is like, I'm a designer. Anyway,
well,
that
same graphic has mistake number 2 in it, where people improperly light a room, or they have one fixture in the middle of the room, and that's what they use to, that's a big pet peeve.
Yeah.
If you do have that and you have to use it, one of my tips is at least put a dimmer on it, so you can lower the light a little bit. Then you can put candles around and things, but you should light the room from the perimeter. You're going to need task lighting and mood lighting and things like that, but you want to light the room from around it, and you can turn them on as you need them, or have them all on for a nice, warm, cozy look.
Question for you. Okay, light the perimeter. There you go. You're not just doing lamps. You're throwing lights up with like a torch lamp.
Yeah, and there's 2 other lights that are out of the photo there, but we've got lights in 4 different places around the room.
Okay, what do you do can you ever use track lighting or something like that? I know ours, we tried to, it was already built, and there are no lights anywhere, and then when the guy came in to light, he said, I'm sorry, I can't figure out how to get down there.
There's some really interesting new rail lights. We can talk after. They're very nice.
Okay.
Rail light units, and you can hang them up. It's one unit, but they're long rails that extend from it with different halogen lights that you can use to throw light in different areas.
Okay.
They're really, really nice.
So be creative.
But you have a
Don't
place
just
to plug
think.
them in?
Yeah. You can sometimes install them right where you had an old fixture. They're really quite versatile.
Well, hell,
really
get
great.
more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about that. What about pictures and photos? I know I have so many stored under my bed because I just don't know where to hang them.
Yeah,
you know?
well, this is a mistake a lot of people make, is they hang the photos way too high. And I've gone to people's houses and you're craning your neck to look. My rule of thumb is hang it where you'd want people to see it if you were the one that painted it or shot it.
Okay.
You'd want it right to be at eye level, and so that's where you should hang your photos. And we have a graphic for this one, too.
But if that were so, all right, that's one picture. Well, what if you have a whole bunch of pictures?
Oh, that's what the
Some of them have got to be, right?
Wait,
You're
see,
gonna
the graphic is going to see. There's 3 photos right there.
There's 3, but what if you had other, like make a cluster or something?
Yes, you can, and I didn't bring a graphic for that, but you can arrange them in like a triad form or vertically on a wall. It depends on the wall in the room, but if you hang them too high, you also leave a big cold spot again with the cold spot.
Right.
But that's at eye level.
And you've created a lot of joy above those pictures.
Yes, I did.
Adorable.
Yes, I did.
But see, that's the way to do it. You bring the pictures down low, and then she's got extra little accents. And
yes, and your eye actually reads that as one thing, so that's another trick too. If you have a big space but you don't have a big piece of art, hang a bunch of things like that in a cluster. Your eye will read it as one thing.
Oh. And what he was suggesting, like with the multiple pictures, I've done this in my house. I laid them on the floor and just kept looking at them and looking in the space and looking until I was able to hang them, and it worked.
Yeah, do them on the floor first.
Okay.
And that same graphic had another. This is another thing that people do. Everything's matchy-matchy. You go into the furniture store, you buy the matching chair, the matching love seat, the matching sofa, everything matchy-matchy.
Yeah.
And it looks very sterile and it looks very like the colder
so
showroom.
get eclectic.
Yeah, mix them up a little. And even if you can't, get rid of the pillows that came with it. You know what I do with mine? I put them out on my lawn furniture.
Oh.
Not in the weather, but I take those pillows off and I put them outside and dress up my lawn furniture. And then I'll go to like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and I brought some pillows to show and do that. And then the fifth one is people put their collections all around the room versus together. This is a little vignette I created in a media room where we took an antique projector, antique camera, and we put them all together with an antique reel so that it reads like one neat collection versus scattering around the room.
And we're looking at that right here. You've got these adorable little perfume bottles, or even if you're just anywhere, you could put these out. But you group them in a grouping of 5. And so wouldn't you say that you should go with an odd number?
Odd numbers usually work best.
Okay.
Yeah. Depends. Sometimes if you have something very, very large, that'll make a difference. But if I scattered these all around a room, for example, nobody might never ever notice that I collect these bottles, for example. But if you put them together, people are going to be drawn to them.
They're beautiful. My last observation is the photos and how you would group these, say, a coffee table or a buffet, wherever you're going to put a mantle. But you did it by height. You go tall, short, short, or short.
I've got
and they're
all
adorable.
different, yes,
It mixed like all different colors, but it works.
But they're close. Like there's not a shiny, shiny silver. They're all in a similar tone and vein. And again, if I scattered these around my room, people may not notice them, but this is going to draw people right to them.
It's a nice arrangement.
Cute.
Yeah. That's great.
Thanks.
I love it.
Very
what
nice.
great tips. What great tips. Anne-Marie Stonecypher, if you missed it, go on to our website, 9wsyr.com. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, up next. We've got great gift ideas for Mother's Day. If you want to start thinking about it, there's a cute charm bracelet and more. Stay with us.